A common theme in the way you respond or view the world is, how strength comes from within. But also, I'm sure you will agree that, having good people around you, or specifically a relationship and the right partner, can further exacerbate that strength. There's those expressions that say behind a successful man or a strong man, there's an even stronger woman, and vice versa. The flip side of that is, that positive effect can also take the exact opposite effect if the relationship and the person is not right.
Yeah, yeah.
You write in one of your quotes that a good loneliness is better than a bad relationship.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to, identify the right partner, to identify the right people around you, and then also the second part of the question is let them take you to levels that maybe on your own, have that faith that and open up and let them, take yourself to levels that maybe, they're prior unknown to you.
Well, to be able to properly evaluate the people around us, especially, people that like our partners in our relationships, it's very, very important that we know ourselves, because unless we know ourselves, we won't know what our value is, our self-worth. And unless we know that, then we don't know what we have the right to ask for people to give us, and also what we have to give to those people in order to maintain a relationship and build actually a relationship which is fair, symmetrical, so that it can have any chance of being long-lasting. We cannot have a long-lasting relationship unless it's symmetrical between the two parties, exchanging emotions which are symmetrical. We cannot have somebody who abuses the other party and continue the relationship and make it healthy. It can continue, but it will be a bad relationship, and that's why it's much better to be alone than being in a bad relationship, being in a relationship that we get a lot less that we deserve and a lot less than we give back to our partners. It's absolutely important, as you mentioned, to have around us a world which is peaceful, positive. It's impossible to do good. It's impossible to exceed our limits, and it's impossible to achieve greatness and happiness unless the people around us offer us an environment which is, peaceful enough, positive enough, kind enough to be able for us to concentrate and use our energies instead of fighting them. Use that as close to the totality of our energies to really try to achieve what we want to achieve. So we have a certain amount of energy which is produced by our soul. If we waste a large part of that energy into trying to defend ourselves from the attacks of the people around us, then we don't have any energy left to achieve anything else in our lives. And that's why it's very, very important for somebody, if somebody wants to achieve something significant, is to have a personal life which is as stable, as serene, hopefully as kind and certainly as positive as it can, so that it can really concentrate their energy into achieving instead of fighting others.